And now to our continuing coverage of the coronavirus pandemic. The Egyptian Prime Minister of Health, Hala Zayed, says Egypt will carry out clinical trials on a potential COVID-19 vaccine. The trials are based on an agreement signed with China. The vaccine candidate used for the trials was developed by Chinese company Sinopharm, CNBG. Yasser Hakim has more details.
The process has begun this week. Egypt needs 6,000 eligible people to complete clinical testing over 60 days. It's the first time that Egypt assists in such clinical trials for the coronavirus.
China and Egypt have very good relations. It is a comprehensive strategic partnership, and we have very good cooperation in many fields, including in the health field and in the medical field. This is a very good time for us to give each other help and to confront this and to fight this COVID-19 shoulder to shoulder.
Egypt is conducting the third phase of the clinical trials. The vaccine has passed the first 2 trials successfully. Each volunteer will receive 2 injections with 21 days in between each.
الاتفاق مع مصر ان هو يتم اجراء الدراسه لمده عام.
After the trials and analysis, the vaccine will then go into production. According to the Ministry of Health, Egypt will then receive a license to produce the vaccine in its Vasera facilities.
الحكوميه.
When it is available, when it is developed, it will be shared with Egyptian friends. And Egypt, of course, has good capability in medicine and in the health field. President Xi Jinping has announced that we'll make the vaccine a public good and make it accessible and affordable to all the populations, and especially, of course, I think to the friendly countries and to friendly Egypt.
Cairo is attempting to provide as many COVID-19 vaccines as possible to its 100 million population. Priority will be to the elderly, the sick, and frontline workers.
اختيار مصر ضمن الشراكه مع
Egypt is working on several sides to secure as many vaccines as possible. On the one hand, it has cooperated with companies that are testing vaccines so they can supply her later. On the other hand, Egypt is closing deals to import vaccines from different countries.
The health minister actually just announced she has signed an MOU to receive 30 million vaccines from the World Health Organization. However, for Cairo, the main partner to work with and become the major supplier is China. Yasser Hakim for CGTN.